Welcome to part 3 in this body cultivation series and amazing cultivating simulator and the highest difficulty. In the last video I got my 3 body cultivators up to the incubation phase, and now it's time to do some other things that come after that and eventually start to breed for these guys to collect even more essences so that I can get them strong enough to face on the day 80 invasion. So now that my body cultivators are at the incubation phase, they are basically golden core cultivators, and I do want to take advantage of that and use their now way faster adventure fly speed in order to collect some materials that I need before I settle them into my sect. So I do want to send my body cultivators out on some missions to collect some materials. So firstly, I want to send one of my body cultivators to Nanpang Village in order to collect some food for the sect, and I also want to send a body cultivator to Mt Baren just to collect the different items that are in Mt Baren, mainly the stone essence and the cotton and all the other good stuff. And then I also want to send another body cultivator into Mt Fullmoon so that they can unlock the ruins of Taiyi, so that I can then get some materials. So I'm going to move forward in doing that. Now I'm just going to let my game run while these guys travel. And then besides that, I do want to make sure that I create a loom so that I can make some white fabric so that I can buy access into this sect right here, which is Mt Shu. So as you can see, their sect leader has a favorite of white fabric. That means that if I get them, then I will gain 100 favorite with them. And then if I go into diplomacy, you can see that I have negative 100 with all of the sects besides Wudang sect. And you need to have zero favorite with the sect in order to just enter the areas in general. And I want to enter Mt Shu so that I can get the crimson fruit, and I want to do that because one of these sects is selling dragon feces, which I will be able to use to further upgrade my array, and I think that getting that crimson fruit will really help me with that cause. So yeah, I'm having this loom being crafted or built, and let me just make sure that one of my guys is building. And then besides that, my disciples, they're just building out these lotus farms and then collecting Spiritwood for me. And I think I missed one right here. It's a pear tree. Oh, there's a good amount of Spiritwood over here too. Okay, so I think I'm good to let my game run. But yeah, my overall goal is to get that white fabric and then trade for it. And I'm just watching these top bars to see when they fill, because that will indicate that my cultivators have reached their destination. Let me give this guy amber fruit so they can start working as soon as possible, just so that I can hopefully make sure that everything lines up. I'm pausing my game a lot because I know that these guys travel super quickly. Alright, so the loom is created, and I can't create the fabric yet because I don't have cotton, sadly. And I do also have this flooring that is waiting to be built for white fabric, so let me cancel that just so that I can make sure that when my outer disciple creates the white fabric, they don't use that fabric to create that flooring. That would be really annoying. Alright, so body cultivator 2 is going to go to Mount Fullmoon and Nanpang Village. Sorry, this is not Mount Fullmoon. We're going into Nanpang Village and we're going to collect this boar meat. So yeah, there's just 3 stacks of boar meat that you can collect in Nanpang Village, Ganoderma, and then you can also get some hunting bows if you want it for your outer disciples, if you didn't create bows for them already, or you can go and kill some more of these boars over here in order to get more meat. I honestly think that I probably should go for more meat, but I'm just going to go for the bows. Sometimes you just have to make a decision knowing that it's the wrong decision, honestly. But everything is not really the end of the world in this game, so you can really make inefficient decisions and be fine. So now it's time to go to Mount Fullmoon in order to interact with the sect gate so that we can unlock the ruins of Taiyi. So when you get into Mount Fullmoon, or really any side area, you just want to check the inventory of all the mortals, because they could really have some pretty useful items that you might want to invite them to your sect and then kill them for. And if you're looking to recruit mortals, then you'd also want to look for some mortals that have like good stats for whatever job you want them to do. Like this guy has 16 cooking. Maybe that would be useful if my sec wasn't already full right now, but I don't need them. Alright, so now that I'm in Mount Fullmoon, I'm just going to collect all of these scripts right here, just because I know that these scripts will sell for like 25 each, and I can use those as like money. And then I also want to collect these herbs, just because herbs are good for healing disciples and they are medicine items, so you can use those to get intrinsic life essence on your body cultivator. Alright, so I just unlocked the ruins of Taiyi, so now I'm just waiting for one of my last body cultivator to get to the location so that I can collect items there. And while I'm at it, I probably should create a reward spot just to make sure all of the items go here. Okay, so body cultivator 1 is actually at Mount Baren now. So as you can see, that's just super fast. Like these guys, especially with the closer location, they just have really good travel times without any like talismans or manuals to increase their adventure fly speed. Which makes sense because they can't even utilize talismans or manuals. So it's just competitive, but it's just kind of crazy how quickly you can level up to get them to that point. So I get these 2 dark steel pickaxes, which have really good work coefficient. Jade, just because why not? And then the stone essence as well. So this bunny is pretty weak. You don't really have to worry about it. You can just pick up the stone essence, and even if the bunny starts to attack your disciple, you can just hit the leave button and like lose aggression on them. So obviously that didn't work for me just now, so I would just have to wait for them to sleep, or I could try again and just run and then use this leave button again. But I think I'll just play it safe for now and then wait for them to go to sleep, just because my leave button is not highlighted anymore, so I'm not even sure if I'll be able to use it again. So yeah, come on Yen Eth. Right here will tell you when they go to sleep. And I'm able to move my game at using Swift mode because I went to the system and then I went to settings, and there's an option where which you can use to turn it on. So right here is where you would enable Swift mode, which will like turn off the graphics and allow your game to run faster. Okay, so now that the bunny is sleeping, I can safely pick up this stone essence, which I can also sell for money and use for my cultivation array while I don't have the dragon feces. So again, you just want to check mortals just in case they have some insane item, because mortals even have dragon feces on their bodies pretty often as well. So never sleep on the inventory of mortals. These immortals even have some good things too, but this guy is a primordial spirit with 90 million chi, so I definitely do not want to bark up that tree. And we're back at the sect. So my body cultivator should be arriving soon as well, just because they move so quickly. I need to make sure that this white fabric gets crafted pretty soon, so let's set this guy to tailor and hope that they go straight to the loom once that cotton comes back to the sect. And then what was the other thing that they required? They wanted flour as well. Yeah, I think I would be better off giving them white fabric than flour. And then we have some plants that are ready to be chopped down again. I just have like way more Spiritwood trees than I can handle right now. I think I just misclicked and like completely lost that tree. Oh well. Like look at all of these Spiritwood trees. This is a very fruitful map, honestly. I am not complaining though. The more the merrier. Ginkgo tree, pine trees. The ginkgo trees are really useful since they give the ginkgo fruit. Let's see. Chopping more trees. Yeah, I can't wait till all of my disciples have chopped down all of these trees, honestly. It's getting a little bit overwhelming. I'm suffering from success. Like, this is really gonna make me super rich. So yeah, I do mostly use Spiritwood as a currency once I get past a certain point, just because in my gameplays I don't really need that many arrays. Let's not do that. That's a little bit too close to those map beasts. And then there's one little small one right here. Tried to hide from me. Alright, so these guys are already back. So they're placing down a harvest, and this guy's making white fabric. Okay, that's perfect. So now that these guys are back, I do want to send 2 of these guys into the ruins of Taiyi, just so that I can collect like way more than enough materials. And then I want to send this guy to Mt Shu in order to get the crimson fruit. And I'm trying my best to not steal in this gameplay, even though I usually do stealing from sects in my other gameplays. But I've just toned down on that in general, especially on my last one, which was the vanilla run. So I'm just going to go get the crimson fruit in Mt Shu, just because the crimson fruit in Mt Shu doesn't require any stealing mechanics. Technically, it's just outside of the sect, so you can just pick it up. So now that I have increased my rep with these guys, I can now buy Acess from them, and I'm just going to trade Spiritwood for that Acess. So I'm basically trading 400 Spiritwood in order to get the crimson fruit, so that I can trade it to the sect that has the dragon feces for my array. And so that will give me like 1,100 extra, because the crimson fruit is worth 1,500 and Acess is worth 400. So I'm profiting 1,100. Where is that dragon feces at? Let's see. What day am I on? Please don't tell me I'm on day 11. Okay, no. So it should definitely be somewhere. I think I'm just not looking as closely as I should be. Mount 100 insects, Evanfall abode, Blue Lotus Temple. Yeah, Mystic Unity sect. Okay. I also want to trade these guys at a nice rate. Ooh, they like cotton. That's perfect. I just got all of this cotton. So let's also gift these guys cotton. And I'm giving them cotton because if you have less than 0 rep with the sect, then they will also value the items that you try to trade with them for less. So that just helps me save money as well. So I have all of my body cultivators on the way to doing this, and this is just going pretty much perfectly. So let me set this guy back to the logger. This one is making a lot of dried meat. Soon will be upgraded. As soon as I unlock the stove, I'll start to make like better meats and stuff like that. So it looks like 2 of my guys are already at Mount Fullmoon. And let's see, how's my logging going? Okay, we only have 89 Spiritwood. I wonder what they're doing by logging. Oh, this timber station is ruining them, chopping down the different trees. So I needed to turn that off. So I did lose some time with that, but it's okay. So I want to send 1 body cultivator at a time into Ruins of Taiyi, just because the stacks of the items that are on the ground on maps, they changed based on however stacks were in there before. So that's a very weird explanation, but basically if I pick up items, then the stacks will refresh. So I just want to have like 2 different chances. So I do want to get the spirit stone block so that I can have some spirit stones. And let's see what other materials are available. They have iron bars right here, so 87. They only have 3 jade blocks here. Then that's a stack of 72, so this stack is of 49. Then there's marble. I'm just going to get anything that's above 90, just because that's like on the higher end. 36, 72, 31, 83, 30, 60, 46, 97. Yep, I want that one. And 98. Then it won't hurt to get more timber. So I got a nice haul there, so I won't be without materials. And I'll do the same thing with the other body cultivator. And then this guy is almost at Mt Shu. It's just going to take them half a day, which isn't too bad. And we're back at the ruins of Taiyi. Alright, so let's see what this stacks looks like now. So this is a 66 stack of iron, and this is a 78 stack of spirit stone. I think I'm very satisfied with this outcome. So I'll just take these two. So like, for example, if you went into your game and you collected those stacks exactly how I just did it, then it would refresh and create the same outcome, just because they're based on like what state they were in before. So marble blocks here. And then let's see if the jade stack went up by a good amount. Oh, 81. That's perfect. Usually if you're on like vanilla mode without like scant materials, I think it's called, it's a difficulty setting that reduces the amount of items that appear on a map, then you will be seeing like stacks of like 200, which is way better. Then I guess I'll just do a treasure hunt here to unlock the Legacy of Taiyi, which is like the main item that you can use to unlock the mini universe and get the secret codex of Taiyi. And yeah, alright, so now we're on day 8, and I think my guys are chopping things down now, or at least I will hope so. This guy is cooking like crazy. Let me cancel that. Now I'm just waiting for body cultivator 3 to enter Mt Shu. Alright, firstly let me just check these Spiritwood trees, just because I know that if I like reload my game, so if I enter a map and then I come back into my game, then the Spiritwood trees I will have a higher chance to generate some more Spiritwood trees. So if you're playing like this and just entering a lot of maps, you kind of just want to like check your map every now and then, because you'll just get more Spiritwood, as you can see here. Because I'm pretty sure I selected every single tree that was a Spiritwood tree. So my loggers have a lot of work ahead of them. But honestly, it is probably a bigger priority for me to do farming, just because the farming is really required for body cultivators. So let me actually switch these guys to farmers. Honestly, I'll do farmers, and I'm lucky to have 3 guys with 20 farming. I think I do still need the builder though. Yeah, I'll just keep that one guy as a builder, just because I know that I'll want to build out my stove and observatory. And then as far as the cultivation room, I do think that I want to make it have like cursed feng shui, just at least in the beginning, or maybe blessed feng shui might be better, honestly. I kind of want to go with curse for like a day or 3 and then go with blessed. So we're in Mt Shu now, and again, if you really want to, you can check the mortals and sects as well, because they don't really care about if you recruit their mortals, but I think they do care if you kill them. So I would have to like find a mortal with something that's just like amazing, to the point where I would want to like steal them from the sect. Now I'm checking out immortals, like I can kill them or steal them. I just can't. Alright, there's nothing to see here. Anyways, this is what I was talking about when I mentioned that this crimson fruit is in the map, but it doesn't really count as stealing. As you can see, if you hide, then you don't have any icons that indicates that you're within range of the sect. But like right here, this indicates that I'm within range of the sect. So here, I'm out of range, and I'm out of range here, and now I'm in range. So right here is definitely not stealing, so I don't even have to hide to do this. I can just collect this, and as you can see, there's no problems. The crimson fruit is basically free, is what I'm saying, and technically is morally free because they don't care. Blame it on the devs for making it like so out of bounds. I'm sure that wasn't intended, but I'll take that one, honestly. As you can see, there's even more Spiritwood. So let's chop this down. I wish I could just hire someone just to come and just specifically chop Spiritwood, but not like drastically increase my sector size. Chopping. Oh, I thought that was a small tree. Let's see, there's like 3 trees over here. I should end up with like, I don't even know how much Spiritwood. If I had to guess, I would say like, I have 111 now, so if I had to guess, I would say 250 Spiritwood. That's my guess. That's my guess for how much Spiritwood I will have by the time that these guys are finished chopping down all of this Spiritwood. Alright, so none of these guys have come back with the materials. I did mention that I do want to make this a cursed cultivation room. So firstly, let me build out this marble observatory just so that I can even see the feng shui of my map. So I'm just gonna put this anywhere. I kind of want to put it like somewhere interesting, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so like here would be sufficient. Actually, that's kind of too far. I don't want my builder to move too much. I'll just put it here. And then I also want to have a stove. I'm going to make my stove out of jade blocks, just because the stove emits heat and fire elemental is useful towards earth elemental. So that means that the stove will be enhancing itself and giving itself a good feng shui rating. And I'm going to actually put the stove like as close to the body cultivation room as possible to minimize the amount of movement that my body cultivators need to do. And then besides that, I do want to make the flooring jade as well. And then, as I mentioned before, I want this to be cursed. And when you have a room that has a cursed feng shui, it can end up killing the animals that you have in there by a heart attack. So I'm just going to make a separate pasture area right here and put my animals over here for when my room is going to be cursed. And then just, you know, I guess I can enclose this as a room. No, I don't. I think it would probably be better on the outside, and these guys have pretty strong temperature resistances. So besides that, I do want to make this building cursed, so I need to create some spirit wood, because I would like to use spirit wood just because it's a higher tier wood item, and then I would like to use jade just because I have jade blocks and it's a okayest tier earth elemental item. So I have some things I need to do. So I'll create like 10. I think that should be enough. And then besides that, let's see, I'll just run my game and see whatever happens. So to reduce the feng shui in this, I want to use a work building. So let's see, what do I want to make out of marble? Well, it just has to be a feng shui building. I guess I could do a water vat, just because I know that sometimes body cultivators like the water vat, and it's pretty cheap. So I can just do like a jade water vat here. And then I'll do another one here. And then I will wait until the spirit wood is crafted. So I do also need to make sure I have like more than one logger. So I have a builder, a logger, and a farmer. Okay, I think that is enough. Oh, this guy already built the observatory? I didn't even blink, honestly. Let's see. What are you doing now? Oh, you have to haul all the way from there? Why did that inner disciple drop those items there? Alright, so none of these guys are back. I just need to make sure that they are also doing breathing instead of remoting, so that they can gain more essences. And body cultivator 3 is here. And then this guy is also breathing as well. Alright, so the stove was created. Let's have this created. Did we get the Spiritwood timber going yet? Okay, all these guys are chopping, but I need someone to haul. Please, no. Yes, yes, do it. Aww. Please don't chop. Yes, create. Create, my friend. I'm trying to get all of this settled in before day 18, honestly. Alright, so now that I have these jade water vats being crafted, I can now make these lanterns out of Spiritwood. I'm just going to surround them by the Spiritwood because the wood element will annoy the earth element. It's going to be counteractive to it. And then now that I have this crimson fruit, I need to quickly get rid of it before it like ruins my whole map. So I'm going to trade Mystic Unity Sect for the crimson fruit and to get these dragon feces. As you can see, it's 1,500, and then I also have loads of Spiritwood that I can trade. So this just worked out perfectly. So let's see, 20. So yeah, I think that wraps up this video. In the next video, I will move forward and actually take the dragon feces and then make the array, and then also allow my body cultivators to get some more essences so that they can collect some essences, and then maybe I'll do the Shapeshift Tribulation either earlier or later. I still don't know what I want to do with that, but yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy watching this and seeing me, you know, set up my body cultivators and then collecting those initial materials. And I also showed you guys how to get that easy money with the crimson fruit if you want to be able to just get like a quick amount of money like really fast without feeling like you're cheating. So yeah, later.